Hey, Isar from the Business Growth Accelerator. Today, we're going to talk about how to create automations for your business and how to make your business run way more efficiently with minimal effort.
Brilliant.
So let's talk automation a little bit. And I really want to start with why, right? So why would I automate stuff in my digital world of my company?
Sure. So let's zoom out a little bit. You have a pretty storied background, but for the most part, we're all very talented people. We can wear many hats.
Yes.
Right. And what happens is that, especially when you start out as an entrepreneur, you think to yourself, oh, I know that. I know every aspect A to Z on how to produce this thing. Right. But then if you do that, then you're the one creating, right? Then you're the one, like putting it all together. And frankly, some of that is drudge work. Some of that is work that you really shouldn't be doing because you can pay somebody much less than whatever your per hour wage is to do that for you. So, I think that's the first chasm to cross, is that you have to figure out how can I get some of this routine things off of my plate so I can go back to doing where I really add value, which is, selling to new customers, running a podcast, being the talent as opposed to the tech. Just to illustrate this, this point really, really clearly, don't give a content writer, someone who likes writing blogs, to write your social media, right? Even though you think like, well, they can write 1,000 words on any subject, and then you ask them to write 2 sentences on the same subject, and then they just fall down and it sounds corny. That's exactly the reason why, right? Just don't do it, because what you really want to do is that you want to have a specialist doing what they're specialized at. You don't want to give the graphic designer, writing work. You don't want to give, like your niece, hey, can you manage my paid ads account for me? You just, just don't do it. So that's why you bring in these specialists into your business, someone to handle the paid ads, someone to write the long form content, someone to write the short form content.
Sure.
Whatever it is, you bring in the specialist. Why is it that, me in Fort Lauderdale, I fly to Seattle, or I fly to freaking Japan for that matter, and my Big Mac tastes nearly exactly the same?
Yeah.
It's because of that consistency. It's because of that efficiency that, frankly, his process pioneered. Why does it take, some places 20 minutes to make a burger when he can churn them out, in 2 minutes, in bulk, and get it to the person fresh, and it's always enjoyable no matter where you get it, right? That is the way we need to be thinking about in our business. We need to be thinking about how can we deliver a consistent product. So I put a form in front of it where I make them articulate, all right, what's your name, your email, your phone number, your LinkedIn. LinkedIn for me is important. And what is your one big tip? The one big tip is actionable, tangible, and measurable. Please articulate it, right? I mean, you want to get on my podcast and talk about something, tell me what we're going to talk about, right? So what did that do? That allowed me to then intercept, right? To look at the form first before I give them my calendar, in order to schedule, right? So that was the first time saver. And also it gives me an opportunity to, if they put in, something like, oh, you just need to believe in yourself, then I can kick it back saying, hey, I'm sorry, this isn't something we're going to talk about. And then here's where the magic happens, because right when they book, I need to now set up the environment for the rest of my team to go to work. There are a few activities that need to happen before the call. There are a few activities that need to happen like the half an hour before the call. Then there are a few activities that need to happen, like within the first half an hour after the call. And then there's all that processing stuff that that happens later. All in all, it's about 20 steps, right, of different things that need to happen.
I think the thing is, for people who hasn't done this and are, again, sounds way too complicated, start with something small and simple that you do every day and that drives you crazy that you have to do it every single day?
So I'll give you something small and simple. I have a number of Zapier recipes, right? I have different types of meetings, right? One is the podcast interview, but another is if someone wants 30 minutes of my time, like here, go do that, right?
Yeah.
Go fill out the Calendly thing, but I still want to be notified.
Yep.
Right. I still want to be notified. So do the same action. So when someone schedules something, send a direct message to Jeff on Slack.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you got to do. And then boom, I get all my messages in one place.